So I want you to think about you're in ninth grade, you're in class, the principal, you recognize the voice, gets on the intercom and reads the following statement to everybody. Do not use Chat, GPT, or any other automated writing tool for school papers. This is cheating and will not be tolerated. If you're caught using Chat GPT or any other automated writing tools for school papers, there will be serious consequences. This is an actual statement that a principal said about Chat GPT. Where was Chat GPT when we were in high school? Can you imagine some of these papers? By the way, in a minute, I'm gonna go on the website. There's two things we're gonna search on this website, ChatGPT, that got 1 million users in 5 days, faster than Facebook took them 2 years, faster than Pinterest, it took them 4 months, faster than Angry Birds took them 35 days. We're gonna test two things. One, I'm gonna search, write a rap song as if Tupac would write it. Two, I'm gonna say, I want a paper written on the Iranian Revolution written by Donald J. Trump's voice. Let's see what it says. Having said that, what the hell is ChatGPT? Let's learn about it. So let's get right into it. By the way, just out of curiosity, who do you think is behind this ChatGPT? Meaning, who do you think started a company in 2015? What if I told you a guy named Sam Altman and another guy named Elon Musk were the co-chairs when they first started the company? And some of the names of people that committed to giving $1 billion to this nonprofit were Peter Thiel, Reid Hoffman, Jessica Livingston. They brought a CTO from Stripe named Greg Brockman, and they brought the world leading expert in machine learning. On top of that, it's almost like saying the Justice League of computer scientists. The most brilliant minds came together and saying, what can we do to innovate and advance open AIs in ways no one's ever seen before? And that's exactly what they've done. So now you may be asking, so Pat, what's the big deal about ChatGPT? I mean, don't we already have Google? What's the difference between this and Google? I mean, it can't be better than Google, right? So let me give you a visualization. Imagine you go to a library. Google is you go in and say, hey, I would like to read a book on the history of the Iranian Revolution. No problem, here's a book, go read it. That's Google. You go to ChatGPT, you go and say, hey, can you give me the summary of what happened in the Iranian Revolution? Yes, here you go. It just gives it to you. Here, you go do it yourself. Here, I'm gonna interact with you. And by the way, in Google, you're talking to a website. In ChatGPT, it's as if you're talking to a human being writing back to you in a conversational style. Okay, let me just put it to you this way. New York Times just came out with an article saying this is a code red for Google. And Elon Musk said in a tweet, this is scary good. We're not far from dangerously strong AI. So let me kind of give you an example. I'm gonna go on the website right now like I promised you earlier. Let's see what happens if I type in, write a song like Tupac. Let's see what it says. Okay. By the way, just so you know, the website's already crashed. While I'm searching it, it already crashed. It's constantly crashing. You can read about this. So now write a song like Tupac. Let's see what it says. It's doing it for me right now. Here's a sample Tupac-inspired song. Keep in mind that I'm a huge language model and do not have personal experience or feelings, or so my lyrics not capture the same emotion or depth as Tupac's work. Now, verse 1. I was born in the gutter, raised in the streets. Mama was a hustler, daddy was deceased. I had to fend for myself, no time to sleep. The only way to survive was to stay on my feet. I'm a warrior, I won't back down. I'll fight for what I believe, won't let them push me around. I'm a soldier, I won't give in. I'll stand tall even when it feels like the world is caving in. This is insane, by the way, that this is happening in real time right now. I've seen the worst that life has to offer, but I won't let it bring me down. I'll rise up and prosper. I've been knocked down, but I won't stay on the ground. I'll get back up and I'll wear a crown. I'm a warrior, I won't back down, and it keeps going back to it. It's doing it right now. By the way, this is still going. It's still going by itself. It's writing the song in a minute. How crazy is this, Mario? Okay, let me do another one here for you. Write a paper on Iran revolution, and make it sound like Donald Trump. The Iranian Revolution was a huge deal, folks. It was a time of great upheaval and turmoil in the Middle Eastern country of Iran. The revolution was led by Ayatollah Khomeini, who was a very dishonest and corrupt man. He was supported by many radical Islamic groups, and they were all determined to destroy the great and peaceful country of Iran. Under the leadership of Khomeini, the Iranian people were subjected to all sorts of horrors. It's still going, it's still writing it. I mean, what are you going to write a paper for? FYI, you know what's happening, the whole thing with the principal saying you cannot use this anymore? So teachers are starting to realize that kids are using ChatGPT. There's a website called Quillbot, which you'll go here and get the paper. Then you take it from there, put it on Quillbot. Then Quillbot makes it seem like you wrote it, so the school cannot track it. And then you submit it in, and the teacher has to believe that you wrote it or somebody else wrote it, but they can't track it. I mean, do you realize how big of a disruption this is for copywriters, for schools, for teachers, for professors? How are you going to know now? To kind of get things to be more real life, you have to write the paper in class to believe that the person wrote it, not a website wrote it. Anyways, this is the website and what it's doing that's revolutionizing many different industries. However, were they the first to do this? Did anybody else do this, and what happened to them? What if I told you both Microsoft and Meta tried to do this and they both flopped for different reasons? Microsoft did it with a company called Tay for 24 hours. This was like in 2015 or 2016. And it was all AI, generated content that's coming up, and it's doing it itself until all of a sudden the tweets went from being a good human being to being a white supremacist, literally calling out feminists within 24 hours. That project was over with for Microsoft. And Meta had a similar type of website called BlenderBot 3, but they had a challenge because a user asked a question about who won the election, and BlenderBot 3 claimed that Donald Trump won the election. Obviously, it was over from there. But now ChatGPT, what they've done the last few weeks has gone from $0 to $29 billion in valuation. So they're the ones so far that have been able to get it right the most. Doesn't mean they're not going to have any glitches, but so far, so good in the first few weeks. So what does this mean to everybody? To you, to me? To the consumer, it's just another cool tool to use. But to people involved in spaces like technology, copywriting, they're going to experience a lot of disruption. So that could be leading to unemployment, or it could lead to millions of new jobs being created, just like nobody thought some of these websites were being created. Oh my God, that thing's going to eliminate so many jobs. No, Google created jobs. YouTube created jobs rather than they created many different unique ways of making money. So advancement, innovation coming at a very, very fast pace. And by the way, this may not be the brick phone, but it could be the Nokia phone, okay, that we're talking about with advancement. This is definitely not at the level of the smartphone or the iPhone, so it's going to be very interesting where this AI goes to. We're definitely going into uncharted territories that we've not been in, which means get used to having to adapt and learn very, very quickly, and having to see things that we've never been used to before that can disrupt many different industries or help you grow your business to the next level. Having said that, I got another video I want you to watch. I want to get your thoughts on ChatGPT. Comment below. I'll be reading your comments, but also another video I want you to watch. 2023 predictions, what I'm calling 2023 the year of. If you've not seen that video, click here to watch the video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.